Hey everybody, it's Dwayne from GitKraken here, developer evangelist. I'm here with the founders and leads for Schrodinger's Hat, an open source collective, and they'll tell you all more about that. But let's go ahead and get everybody introduced.
Yes. Hi, I am Gabriele. I work as a DevOps engineer at SurSense in a company at Rome. I am one of the founder of Schrödinger Hat community, and I mainly do Python programming or CloudWorks as CI/CD and I'm also a GitHub star since December of 21. That's it.
Yeah. Hi to everyone. And I'm Miki. I'm from Florence in Italy, and I'm actually working for MailUp. It is an email marketing platform here in Italy, and it's also part of the Growens company that is a multinational company across the globe. And with Gabriele, we launched in the 2020 Schrödinger Hat, that is an open source organization, a community, a podcast, and so many other things. It's also an event organizer here in Italy, national level, but we are planning also to go internationally, also to open the doors to other developers for the open source community from all over the world, especially from Europe.
So, Schrodinger's Hat, can you tell me a little bit about? That's a really cool name, first of all, but where that came from?
Yeah, sure. Of course, it's a really original name, a composed name, because we were thinking about both of us love physics, and so we thought that it was a really nice to have a tribute to the physician Schrödinger. With the famous Schrödinger cat experiment for quantistic mechanics, and also we would like to make a tribute also to pay a tribute also to the Red Hat organization that was organizing the open source day across the globe before the pandemic hit everyone. And so we created this name with also the logo that it represents the cat with a red background. So it's pretty original, the name, but also it's a paying tribute to those two things that we care the most, and we love to also the value that they were bringing to us.
So, how large is the collective now? How big is the reach? How many members do you have currently?
Okay. By now, the member of the Schrödinger Hat community on Discord is we are 50, I think. On LinkedIn, we reached the 400, I guess. Yes, and on Reddit, we have 800 member of the subreddit ImageGoNord, where we publish automatically the images. And we have also, on GitHub, we have two main projects that are ImageGoNord, obviously, with 500 stars, and YouTube to Venture, that is another project that have reached 70 stars.
That's awesome. That was actually going to be one of my next questions, is to talk about the individual projects that Schrödinger Hat is doing. The one that GitKraken is sponsored, thanks to one of our ambassadors and community members nominating it, is the ImageGoNord project. Can you give me a little bit overview on that one, and then we'll talk about the other things you're doing?
Yeah, ImageGoNord is one of our first project and also the biggest one. And we love creating things, and also we love to share with the community and help the community to achieve something that was available before. What ImageGoNord is doing is taking an input, an image from the user, and convert it by choosing the right palette or the favorite palette that the user wants. For example, Nord theme or Groovebox or Monokai or whatever. And in the output, with our algorithms written in Python, we give the image out in output with the color converted in the right palette, the choose by the user. So this is pretty much what ImageGoNord is our Python library that is available to download and implement it into any kind of project, and it is also a website, a demo website, where everyone with zero knowledge of coding can use our service to convert the image into their favorite color palette. And just to let you know, with the first quarter of the money that GitKraken is sponsored by, we already improve our service by also renovate our VPS and also increment a little bit the resources. So we are planning to, in about July, to reach 150,000 image converted with ImageGoNord.
That's awesome.
It's about 50% more than now.
Excellent. And just for folks out there that might not know what the Nord theme is, could you give us just a quick, super high level of what that project's about?
The Nord theme is a color palette for Linux rights, basically. So you can personalize, customize all your environment, especially in Vim, that Gabriele is a super fun and super user. But also with all your editors, such as Visual Studio Code, the terminal, all the things that you want to customize. And the Nord theme palette is a relaxing palette with the Arctic color, so very smooth with the warm white and the bluish kind of styles. So it's very beautiful to do some coding with those colors. To me and also to Gabriele.
A couple of the other projects that I see out on your GitHub page and on your website are the Netflix show converter generator and a YouTube to Anchor FM pipeline. I wonder if you could give me just really quick high-level overview on those and where those came from.
Yes, we create those projects for basically we have a problem. We are not a designer or graphic, so we need something to automate the process to create graphic image for social media and even for YouTube. So Netflix create have a good image on the website, so we want to reproduce and recreate those template, and that's Netflix show generate. And YouTube to Anchor also solve one of our problem to automate the process to publish our podcast to Anchor FM. You simply give the episode hash code to the to a JSON, and Anchor FM, YouTube to Anchor do the rest.
Thank you very much for that overview, and thanks for making all of this open source and letting people get their hands on the source code, modify the code, redistribute as they see fit. The freedoms of open source. I'm curious, as project leads, if there's any wisdom you could share with other open source communities out there, other people that are either about to open source their projects or just getting really started, early days of maintaining a project.
Well, sharing is caring to me. I'm very happy to share everything that I code, that I learn, that I study for myself, and share to the others, because I think that everything should be shared in order to improve ourselves and also the others, especially the newest one, but also the farthest one. So some tips are that be always yourself and share without any doubt, and be open-minded, because by sharing you accept to receive criticism, but also tips, and this can be a good compromise on a good balance from those two things. But one is not the one is the criticism is always good when they lead to improvement, leads also to failures, because from fails we always improve, because we always learn from that one. The important thing is to not replicate the same failures twice, and so be open mind, share without any fears, and be part of the communities, yours, create ones, or join another one.
Yes, for me, a project, an open source project is like a book. You learn from a book as you learn from an open source project. So many projects you put to open source community, and many others people can learn of with it. So share the project to help other to improve their knowledge.
If someone wanted to contribute to one of your projects in Schrodinger's Hat or find out more about the collective, what's the best path for them to get involved?
Okay, we have announced several months ago the new server on Discord. We mainly use Discord to share ideas, to talk about every project we have, and so if you want to contribute to our project, you can join to our server and just ask.
Understand, Gabriele, you have used GitKraken. It's your GUI of choice when you turn to using a GUI. You want to say anything about that?
One of the best features that have GitKraken is the tree of the project is very understandable. GitKraken is the most efficient and user-friendly that you can use.
Oh, excellent. Thank you very much for that. So last thing, is there any plugs, any shout outs you want to give to other open source communities or anyone else out there, or other projects you think people should be aware of?
There is a super nice project made from also some Python organizer called Histolab. And it's a very useful project. It's a research project for machine learning, a deep learning project, and for also image recognition. The main focus of that project is to help to analyze clinical image to search for disease from skin disease or also cellular disease, and it's very in a first stage, in an early stage, but it's already have a really good beta. We discover with our podcast, and we met also the guys from the project. They are so smart, and they need some support also from the whole community.
There is one of the Italian developer that is Federico Terzi, that create the Expanso cross-platform text expander. Yeah, is an awesome project and it's very well written and very useful.
Thank you for promoting other awesome projects out there. thanks for being here. Thanks for spreading the work of open source out to the world. We're happy to support you in that. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.